Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make creamy chicken tetrazzini. This is a classic American pasta dish that's served up as a one-dish dinner. We are going to cook up our own chicken for this by seasoning up about 1.5 pounds of chicken breasts, but you could also use pre-cooked diced chicken or shredded rotisserie chicken in this recipe. To cook the chicken, add about a tablespoon of olive oil to a pan, heating over medium-high heat. Then we'll add the chicken breast to the pan and cook it to an internal temperature of 365 degrees Fahrenheit, which will take about 5 to 7 minutes per side depending on the thickness. If your chicken breasts are really thick, then you may need to reduce the heat once both sides are seared. Once your chicken is all the way cooked through, you'll want to remove it from the pan and dice this all into bite-sized pieces and set it aside. Next, you need to do 3 easy things. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, then lightly grease a 9x13 pan, and last, bring a large pot of salted water to a boil to cook your pasta, and then we'll be ready to cook everything else. Next, we'll get 2 tablespoons of olive oil, heating in a large pot over medium-high heat. Then we'll add in 1 white diced onion and 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. Cook these until the onions and mushrooms are both getting soft, which will take between 5 and 7 minutes. Give it a frequent stir so that all of those mushrooms get cooked. Once those are almost soft, add in 1/4 cup of butter and we'll let that melt completely. Once the butter is completely melted, you'll add in 3 cloves of minced garlic, 1/2 cup of flour. Then we're gonna cook this for about 2 minutes more and stir it so that all the flour gets mixed in with the butter and you don't have any white specks left. Then we'll pour in 2 cups of chicken broth and 3 cups of milk, and I like to use whole milk for tetrazzini, and bring this to a simmer. Give it a stir so that everything gets mixed in, and while this is coming to a simmer, our pot of boiling water is ready for our pasta. Cook 1 pound of either linguine or spaghetti pasta for 2 minutes less than the recommended time on the package. The pasta will continue to cook in our sauce, which is why you want to cook it for 2 minutes less than the package instructions. Now, just as it comes to a simmer, the sauce should thicken up, so let it simmer for just a minute or 2. Then reduce the heat to low, and we'll add in all of our diced chicken, 1 cup of frozen peas, which are optional, but do make this a complete meal with a veggie. Stir this all together, give it a minute so that the peas have a chance to thaw. Then we're gonna add in 8 ounces of cream cheese. And if you dice that up a little bit, then it will melt easier. And I just slice mine directly into those hot liquids. Stir this over low heat until the cream cheese is completely melted. Once that's all smooth, turn off the heat and add in your cooked pasta, and then toss this all together. At this point, taste a little of the salt and add salt and pepper to taste. Remember, there's already a lot of natural salt being added in, so you don't want to oversalt this. Then we'll transfer all of this very carefully to our prepared 9x13 pan. You can bake this up as is, but traditionally it's served with a little crunchy topping on top. It's really simple. You'll need 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 1/2 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Then I'm gonna use a fork to toss that together with 3 teaspoons of olive oil. We'll sprinkle this into a roughly even layer right on top of our pasta. All that's left to do is bake this uncovered in the preheated 350-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes until the crumbs on top are lightly brown and toasted. And then that's it. You are ready to eat. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow, and check out the rest of my videos where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. See you later.